What's going on, guys? This is That Genius Dude here, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you one way to obtain more space on an SSD, which means solid state drive. And if you don't know what solid state drives are, they are the new evolution of hard drives. And the difference between a hard drive and an SSD is that an SSD is flash memory, and the hard drives are mechanical spinning disks, and they get hot and they cause friction, which I mean that's the way physics work, and it'll heat up and it is really loud, and it's just that's how they've always been. And I think it was like a few years ago, I think about 5 years ago, they created the first SSD, and it was really expensive, but they've gone down in price, just to let you guys know. And what flash memory is, if you don't know what that is if you guys ever, almost everybody knows what a flash drive is. And if you have a flash drive, it works about the same way. It's like, I don't know, I think the max size of a flash drive they have today, from what I'm doing this video, is I think it's 32 gigabytes, which I think they have a lot more, but that's the only ones I've seen. But it's kind of like a lot of flash drives packed into a small like hard drive looking thing. And uh, the hard drives are 3.5 inches in width, and it's heavier. And the SSDs are a lot lighter, and they're 2.5 inches, so they're a lot smaller, they're lighter, and they're just cooler. And that was just like a quick intro, or not intro, but a lesson on SSDs and hard drives, a very quick one. And now let's get back to what we're actually be doing in this video. And I'm going to be showing you one easy way to acquire about 20 gigs more on your SSD. And the reason why I'm making this tutorial is because a lot of SSDs, like some people can only afford the lower, smaller capacities. Oh, that's one thing I didn't make it. Forgot to mention is that the main reason why people still buy hard drives is because that they're able to hold a lot more. If you get an SSD, you kind of have to give up a lot of your capacity, a lot more gigabytes, and a lot of people can't really afford the ones that are like 512, like half a terabyte SSDs. Those are like if you, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I think the cheapest I saw was $400, and that's a lot of money when you can go get like a 3 terabyte hard drive for about 150. I think at the least, and that's why people do that. But as you can see, I actually have a 120 gigabyte SSD, but I think 1 gig is for system reserved, and that's not just for system reserved, but for a little some other stuff. And I've already done it on this computer, what I'm going to be showing you, but I can go ahead and show you again. And before I had, let's see, I'm trying to say, I had about 20 gigs less. So I think I got 18 more back, but yeah, so I had like 70 something gigabytes free, but now I have 83. And what you do is you go into the command prompt. If you're using Windows 7 or Windows Vista, you can just type in CMD, and then you'll see under programs, if it does the same with Vista, you'll see CMD, and you want to right click it and click Run as Administrator. And then what you want to type next is type power CFG. Okay, that stands for power configuration, and negative H for hibernation, because that's what we're going to be turning off, because hibernation it takes a lot of space up on your hard drive or SSD. And also, again, I didn't mention that this can also work for a hard drive if you wanted 20 gigs more, but I don't think it gives as much back as it does on the SSD. And then you type off, and then it'll be off. But as you can see, when I refresh, nothing's really going to change. Well, actually, it did change. I guess I never did turn it off. And let me go turn it back on, and let me turn it on so you can see the difference whenever it was on. And this is how much I would have. See, 70.7 gigabytes free. So basically, I guess it depends what the SSD you're using for how much you get back, but as you can see, I think I got like 13 gigabytes back, and that's a lot compared to an SSD. I mean, that's a lot of memory you can have extra. Negative H, let me turn it back off. And then, as you can see, I refresh, 82.7 gigabytes. I literally got 12 gigabytes back. Now that's freaking awesome. I mean, that's a lot for an SSD, and I can use that for, I don't know, for other programs that I want to have on the SSD. And I guess that kind of wraps it up for this tutorial. I'm sorry if I started rambling on and started explaining too much. I should have done it in like different videos, but I didn't, and I'm sorry. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe or like the video if this helped you in any way, or if you learned anything.